Hi, my name is Alice Brown, and you're watching Scrumptious Table. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a sort of a travel vlog with you of this week. We are in Florida and Alabama for about 5 days, and my husband is going to be looking at apartments for a client of his, but me and the girls, we're just here to vacation. So we're gonna maybe look around some shops today, and in the evenings we'll probably go out somewhere nice or go to the beach or something like that. We're really close to where my sister and her family live, so we might go and visit them too. Probably tomorrow is what the plan is, but I'm super excited about that. So today we're gonna find a place to go shopping, and then if we can, we'll go to a park somewhere if I feel like the area is safe enough for that. I just want to make sure that there's enough people around since it's just me and my daughters. But let's go ahead and get into it. We actually only went to Dollar Tree to grab a few things for the trip, and then we picked up the guys and went out for lunch. And while we were out, I found this beautiful tree with these flowers that I just could not resist. I went ahead and picked some of them, and I wanted to bring them back to the hotel so that we could enjoy them during our trip. After lunch, I dropped the guys off at another apartment building, and the girls and I went to this cute little water park area and let Maddie play for a while. I had a spray bottle that I kept spraying Izzy with and myself, and just trying to keep them as cool as possible, but they really had so much fun outside at this park. So my girls and I went to the park for a little while the guys are still looking through apartments. So we are back here. I just put the girls down for a nap in their car seats and got them food and drinks and everything, and I think they're almost done looking through apartments, and then we're gonna head back to the hotel for a little bit. And we might end up going to the beach tonight, or we might just go out for supper or something like that. All right, so it is Wednesday morning, and my husband and the guys already left the hotel to go look at another apartment building this morning. But I'm going to stay here while they look at those and maybe work on editing some videos, just spend some time with the girls here. I feel like yesterday was a pretty long day for them, so just letting them rest here and play in the hotel room while I edit videos. And then after the guys get done, we're planning on getting lunch and then heading a couple hours away to where my sister and her family live so that we can spend some time with them. And we're really looking forward to that. So that'll be what today is, and then hopefully tomorrow we will end up going to the beach.
Where are you going, Maggie?
Bye. Wasn't even sure if I wanted to finish this video because it's so short, but I decided to just go ahead and add on to it and make a chocolate cake for the 4th of July celebrations from Ann Reardon's book, Crazy Sweet Creations. I guess I'm not sure if I'm allowed to show it from the book itself, but I'll just show the picture, I guess. So it's looks absolutely gorgeous, and it doesn't look that hard to make it look pretty like that, so hopefully I can make it look pretty too. So that's what I'm going to make. As always, I'm going to leave a link in the description for the original recipe tutorial, but I figured while I make this I would just go ahead and tell you a little bit about our trip. Things definitely didn't go exactly as planned. First of all, the girls were so good in the car. For a 14-hour drive, I was literally amazed at how good they did, because that's a long trip for adults to be happy through, and they did really, really well in the car, both there and back. But while we were there was also a lot of time in the car, going from apartment building to apartment building, and then going all the way to my sister's house, which was a couple of hours away, and then driving all the way back to the hotel. And then the next day we drove to more apartment buildings, and we drove all the way to the beach, and that was when it really hit Maddie, and she was having a really hard time during that stretch of driving. She ended up throwing up a couple of times. She threw up at my sister's house, and then the next day while we were driving, she I guess she threw up the first time at lunch. We went out to Culver's again, and she threw up there, and then she threw up in the car right when we were like getting into the car to get back on the road. She threw up all over my dress and all over her clothes, but luckily there was a gas station close by that we were able to use the showers there, and I was able to get both of us clean, but the only outfit that she had left in the diaper bag was a sleeper. So we ended up putting her in that to go to the beach, and so yeah, that was not an ideal swimming outfit for her. And then my new dress that I had bought specifically for going to the beach, she threw up all over that, and so I ended up wearing some of Caleb's spare clothes. He had shorts and a t-shirt that I wore, and it just did not feel like the fun beach trip that you imagine in your head. And so I had a bit of a bad attitude at the beach. It just was not what I had planned at all. But the beach was absolutely beautiful. The air was just so fresh and clean, and it just smelled amazing. The water and the sand felt so nice. We only ended up having a little bit of time at the beach. Once we finally got there, it was getting close to sunset, so we only had about an hour we stayed at the beach, and so it wasn't the trip that we had imagined. Now that the cakes are in the oven, I'm gonna go ahead and get ready for the day. So even though this trip wasn't exactly what I had planned, I still think we made some fun memories together and still had a good time. I think the main thing that I was disappointed about was the fact that I didn't make a really cool video, and I was hoping for it to be just like the other travel vlogs that I've seen. But honestly, I've never watched a travel vlog where they're traveling with their kids. I'm sure they're out there, but it's just different when you've got two young ones that are capturing all of your attention the whole time. It doesn't make as cute of a video, and I just don't think that I was thinking about that going into the trip. Plus, there were a lot of hiccups along the way. So I think next time we go on a trip and next time I record, I just will have more realistic expectations and not expect everything to be perfect, especially if we have our kids with us. So thank you guys for bearing with me through that sort of a trial run of a travel vlog. And I'm gonna go ahead and finish up this cake. Here I'm making some pudding to go in the center of the cake because I knew I wasn't gonna have enough icing to cover the whole thing. This was actually my husband's idea of putting this in the middle, and it actually ended up saving the cake because it was not turning out well and I was getting a little bit frustrated, but he had that idea and it made me feel so much better. So shout out to my man for saving the day. Thanks, babe. I also didn't have two cake pans that were the same size, so I used a bigger pan for the bottom one, and here I'm just trimming it up so that they fit together nicely. Here I'm just trying to decorate the cake and cover it completely with icing, and it was not working out very well. I was really struggling to get it to stick to the cake. I don't know what the problem was, but I was not getting it right. After getting a small layer of icing on, I went ahead and put it into the refrigerator and let it sit for a while, and then I took it back out to try and get it looking a little bit better. Well, that's all for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching my sort of half cake fail. It doesn't look very pretty. I definitely have a lot more respect for the bakers that make those short little reels on YouTube where they're decorating their cakes and it looks so perfect and pretty. It is a lot harder than it looks. But all credit to Ann Reardon. That cake tasted so good. And my husband's idea of having pudding in the middle was definitely a hit. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you next time.